Have you ever considered how the course of history might have changed if not for the strategic leadership of certain individuals? Picture a grand chessboard where kings, queens, rooks, and pawns represent nations, armies, and societies. Now imagine the chess players behind this grand game, moving the pieces, shaping the outcomes. These are the strategic leaders, the ones who have the vision to see the bigger picture, the courage to make tough decisions, and the skill to influence the course of events. From the rise and fall of empires to the outcome of epic battles, the fingerprints of strategic leadership are etched deeply into our history's fabric. These leaders' actions, often born from a mix of ambition, insight, and necessity, have not only shaped their times, but also laid the groundwork for future generations. One such leader from ancient history who significantly influenced Western civilization was Themistocles, an Athenian politician and general. Themistocles was born in Athens around 524 BCE to a non-aristocratic family. This humble beginning did not deter the young man from embarking on a path that would lead him to the pinnacles of power. As a boy, Themistocles was not born into the luxury of aristocracy, but he was rich in ambition and determination. He pursued education with fervor, immersing himself in the teachings of the most esteemed philosophers of the time. His keen interest in politics started to manifest at an early age. His sharp intellect and charismatic personality made him a compelling figure in the political arena. He was always eager to learn, to question, and to challenge traits that distinguished him from his contemporaries. Themistocles had a vision of a powerful and prosperous Athens, and he was determined to make it a reality. Despite his non-aristocratic background, Themistocles quickly rose to prominence in Athenian politics, demonstrating his potential for leadership. Themistocles is most famously known for his naval strategies, particularly during the greco-persian wars, a statement that echoes through the annals of history as we delve into the strategic brilliance of this Athenian general. Themistocles was a visionary, recognizing early on the potential power of Athens' naval force. He advocated for the expansion of the Athenian navy, knowing that the city's geographical location was perfect for a strong maritime presence. And so, the stage was set for the Battle of Salamis. Now let's turn our focus to this historic battle, where Themistocles' naval strategies truly came to light. The Battle of Salamis was a pivotal moment in the Greco-Persian Wars. The Persians, led by King Xerxes, had a mighty army and seemed invincible. But Themistocles wasn't deterred. He knew the odds were against him, but he also understood the tactical advantage of the narrow straits of Salamis. Themistocles devised a cunning plan. He sent a false message to King Xerxes, tricking him into believing that the Greeks were planning to flee. Lured by this decoy, the Persian fleet rushed into the narrow straits of Salamis. It was here that Themistocles' strategy unfolded. The Athenian navy, well prepared and strategically positioned, attacked. The narrow straits hindered the Persians, their large numbers now a disadvantage. The Greeks, with their superior naval skills and knowledge of the terrain, inflicted a crushing defeat on the Persian fleet. This victory at Salamis was a game-changer. It marked a turning point in the Greco-Persian Wars, weakening the Persians and boosting Greek morale. Themistocles' naval prowess and strategic foresight were instrumental in this victory. His understanding of the battlefield, his manipulation of enemy perceptions, and his effective use of the Athenian navy's strengths were nothing short of masterful. Themistocles' naval strategies were instrumental in securing a Greek victory at the Battle of Salamis, significantly turning the tide of the Greco-Persian Wars. A testament to the power of strategic leadership and the enduring legacy of a visionary general. Themistocles' influence, however, extended beyond the battlefield. A born leader, he not only had the tactical acumen to outmaneuver formidable foes, but also displayed a political savvy that left an indelible mark on his beloved city, Athens. This Athenian statesman possessed a vision for his city-state that was far ahead of his time. He recognized the strategic potential of a strong naval power, understanding that control of the sea could offer Athens a significant advantage. He championed the construction of a formidable Athenian navy, a move that would prove instrumental in their victory against the Persians. But it was not only in military matters that Themistocles demonstrated his foresight. His keen intellect saw him contribute significantly to the development of Athenian democracy. His belief in the power of the people and his efforts to include them in the city's governance helped lay the groundwork for the democratic principles we hold dear today. Themistocles' influence didn't stop at the city walls of Athens, though. His leadership and strategic innovations shaped the course of Western civilization. His naval strategies, for example, would echo down the ages, influencing military tacticians for centuries to come. His contribution to democracy, too, has had a lasting impact. The democratic principles he helped to foster in Athens became a beacon for other city-states and eventually nations. The democratic ideals of equality, freedom, and justice that we cherish today had their roots in the city of Athens under the guidance of leaders like Themistocles. Despite his eventual fall from grace and exile to Persia, Themistocles' legacy remains. His imprint on Athens, on Greece, and on the wider Western world endures. His strategic leadership and political innovations set a precedent that would shape the future of Western civilization. Themistocles significantly shaped the course of Western civilization through his strategic leadership and political contributions. Despite his significant contributions, Themistocles eventually fell out of favor in Athens. The very city-state that he had worked tirelessly to protect turned its back on him. It's a tale as old as time, a hero celebrated in victory but ostracized in peace. Themistocles, the naval genius who had outsmarted the mighty Persian Empire, found himself on the outskirts of Athenian society. The reasons for his downfall are complex, mingling political rivalry, shifting alliances, and the unpredictable currents of public opinion. Themistocles was known for his ambition, a trait that served him well in wartime, but proved to be his Achilles' heel during peacetime. His political opponents seized upon this, painting him as a tyrant in the making, leading to his ostracism around 471 BCE. But Themistocles was not a man to be easily defeated. Expelled from Athens, he sought refuge in the court of the Persian king, Artaxerxes, an ironic twist of fate for the man who once orchestrated Persia's naval defeat. There he was warmly received, granted governorship over a small city, and lived out his days in comfort. Yet, despite his fall from grace, the legacy of Themistocles endures. His innovative naval strategies remain a cornerstone of military studies. His influence on Athens, from the expansion of its naval power to the fortification of its city walls, left an undeniable mark on the city's history. His leadership during a time of crisis not only saved Athens, but played a pivotal role in the Greek victory against the Persians, a triumph that would shape the course of Western civilization. So, as we reflect on the life of Themistocles, we find a man of contradictions, a hero and an outcast, a strategist and a political casualty. His story is a reminder that greatness often comes with a price, but also that the influence of a single individual can echo through the ages. Despite his downfall, the strategic leadership of Themistocles had a lasting impact, shaping the course of Western civilization.